I want to appeal to CS Murkomen. CS Murkomen, the National Security Council, where you sit, is charged with promoting and guaranteeing security of the country. And you have the audacity to come and face the Parliament of Kenya and tell Kenyans that you don't see, you don't know. CS Murkomen, please, for the respect of this young man, you are yet to grow a child up to the age of 31. Can you immediately resign? You are not fit to be in that docket. Please, I beg you, it is not personal. And if you think I'm joking, you are a well-read man. You know that in 2011, in Tunisia, a street hawker by the name of Mohamed Baouzi was killed. And people came into the streets, and the government of President Ben Ali was overthrown. You truly don't know what you're playing with. Please resign. You cannot be an inspiration to be in cabinet.
Because there's a particular complex matter of the Deputy Inspector General, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Lagat is a gentleman I know, a very diligent officer, but he finds himself in a situation that I don't envy. When you're the deputy of an institution and you make a complaint, which is the right thing to do, that when you feel your rights have been violated, you make a complaint. But unfortunately, the situation gets complicated by the fact that officers who report to him went and picked this particular young man, and that particular young man died under very mysterious circumstances. Mr. Speaker, it would have been neater if it was up to me to advise Mr. Lagat that nobody has said that you're guilty, but for the country to appreciate, and for myself, even as your friend, to appreciate and be clear of my conscience that what really happened, that you step aside until investigations are concluded, Mr. Speaker, so that we appreciate and we know what really happened. Otherwise, as it is, no person of good conscience, even if you are to remain and stand firm and the things that are being said about it, absolving you, but that is just, it's not in my place. It's the chairperson of the Police Service Commission to tell us how such matters are to be handled, Mr. Speaker. If it was a separate institution that was handling, then by very well reporting and making reports, Mr. Speaker, about what happened, people will have appreciated that he did the right thing.
So the people who did it, when they hear this Mzee speaking like that, do they feel anything? When Deputy Inspector General of Police Eliud Lagat, who made a complaint that led to all this, the arrests, the transportation, the torture, and the death of this man, when you see another Mzee talking like this and saying, look, you guys even came to my home, you've seen the kind of lifestyle that we lead, you've seen the kind of family that we are, you have seen that I am not as powerful as you are, and my son has been killed. When Eliud Lagat is watching this, what does he feel? Does he have any kind of remorse and feeling, you know what, yeah, I made the complaint, I did not make the order to kill. Or I made the complaint and I didn't care what happens thereafter. But still, does he have any sense to speak to Mzee Ojwang, to Meshach, and tell Meshach, you know what, from the point of I felt wronged and then it ended up this way, I'm sorry.
No sense.
Because Meshach was actually speaking to Eliud Lagat yesterday. He said, what, even if my son had wronged you, was this the way to treat him? It's just...
Did that miss me with that on police force to police service.
Yeah.
And I said, there's nothing that has really changed.
Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen has found himself on the wrong end regarding the death of blogger Albert Ojwang at Central Police Station. On Wednesday, June 11th, Murkomen honored the summons by senators to explain the circumstances surrounding Ojwang's death. Speaking in the Senate, Murkomen said his hands are tied regarding establishing the suspects who killed Ojwang. According to the Interior CS, only relevant investigative agencies have the constitutional mandate to deal with the matter. He said that the Constitution did not give him the eyes to see who is culpable, and that those eyes have been given to the investigative authorities, and that he will do everything to ensure that there is no interference and that there is no shielding of any individual and no cover-up on the part of the executive and IPOA.
Mr. Speaker, the tragic death of Mr. Albert Ojwang while in police custody has deeply pained the conscience of our nation. Parents have lost their only child, and I acknowledge this not as an isolated issue, because one life lost, Mr. Speaker, is under such circumstances like Ojwang is a life too many. I'd like to send my personal condolences to the family of Mr. Albert Ojwang, to his father, to his mother, to the wife, to the only child, Mr. Speaker, and the entire family, and to promise them that, Mr. Speaker, as a government official, I will cooperate, I will put every effort within my ministry to ensure that justice is served to this family, and, Mr. Speaker, that those who were involved in this action, Mr. Speaker, will be punished severely so that it becomes an example that, Mr. Speaker, such an act should not happen within a police custody. Mr. Speaker, I know this is not an isolated issue. The issue of police brutality has been part of our national discourse for far too long. Mr. Speaker, yesterday there was no mechanism for holding police officers accountable. But, Mr. Speaker, a few years ago, with the enactment of the new constitution and the establishment of institutions of accountability, Mr. Speaker, we now have a mechanism of holding police officers into account. And that's why, Mr. Speaker, courtesy of that legal framework and the people of Kenya under their constitution, Mr. Speaker, a number of police officers.
Murkomen's statement angered Kakamega Senator Boni Khalwale, who demanded he resigns as the Interior Cabinet Secretary. The Kakamega Senator lashed out at Murkomen for saying he has no eyes to see the people who allegedly murdered Ojwang in a police cell. Khalwale said that CS Murkomen has the audacity to come and face the Parliament of Kenya and tell Kenyans that he cannot see and that he doesn't know, and that for the respect of this young man, that Murkomen is yet to grow a child up to the age of 31, and that he should immediately resign since he is not fit to be in that docket.
Mr. Speaker, I agree with him that something has to be done. But, Mr. Speaker, he has asked a very pertinent question as to who is the culpable person through my eyes. Mr. Speaker, unfortunately, the Constitution did not give me the eyes to see who is culpable. Those eyes have been given to the investigatory authorities under 245 of the Constitution, and that is why you rightly invited me, but also invited the independent institutions, Mr. Speaker. I am confident, and this is the promise I give to the people of Kenya, that we will do everything within the ministry to ensure that there is no interference, there is no shielding of any individual, there is no cover-up, Mr. Speaker, from the part of the executive, and that, Mr. Speaker, that Inspector General of the Police and the Independent Police Oversight Authority, which again, Mr. Speaker, in Article Section 4 of the IPOA Act, have been given independence, Mr. Speaker, in all matters of investigation regarding matters related to police brutality.